What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 71 of the Tasty Cast, our weekly podcast where we talk about things, react to things, do a bunch of random shit. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And a quick reminder, we're in a new month. We're in August, in case you were living in a bunker and you had no idea what year it is. It's 2018. Welcome to the modern day. And with that, we have some games for you to play, which are Mafia 3 and Dead by Daylight, both offer free on PlayStation Plus. Make sure to download those, play those, come back at the end of the month for Plus Club. Let us know what you thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of them. And think about a grade. Let us know a grade, because we like to grade those games. And, also, our game of the month is Vermintide 2, right? Mm-hmm. Right? No. Mm-hmm. I keep thinking we're like halfway through this month, and I'm like, I'm running out of time. What's the game of the month? And it's like a couple days into this month. I don't know why I'm in a time warp right now. Play that, come back at the end of the month as well for game of the month. Let us know what you thought of it. We'll let you know what we thought of it, and if you've been playing or whatever and you just want to join in and hear what we have to say, you can do that as well. Also, we have a Discord. Make sure to go down the description box, click the link, and talk to us anytime, all the time. And also, we are on Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast platforms if you'd like to listen to us instead of looking at us. And if you want to look at us, you can go to YouTube and go to Tasty Loot Gaming and leave a comment. One that doesn't involve telling me how to react to videos with grimaces. That was a very odd conversation I had. Do not speak, just grimace. What? It's a reaction. That's how I'm reacting. No. No talk. Grimace. Okay, I'm going to Google what grimace means. Oh, extreme facial expressions of wry and pain and sorrow and agony and shit. Okay, so I'm going to just... It's a good reaction, right? My neck hurts. Let's move on from that. So trying to get better at it, and I think I'm doing it. At the beginning of every month, I'd like to go into the releases of that month so we can talk about what games are coming out, since we live in a time where there's like 6 new games every fucking month worth buying. So we're all running out of money and we don't have enough time to play them all, but it's still worth talking about those in general. So it is, as of recording, August 4th. So reminding myself, because sometimes I'm like, this is coming out, and Show's like, it's already out. I'm like, oh. So Yakuza 0 has come out for PC already. WarioWare Gold came out for 3DS. I didn't know they're making other WarioWare, so that's pretty cool. Dead Cells is coming out for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch, so everything, August 7th. Good on you, Dead Cells, for coming out for every fucking thing. Overcooked 2 coming out pretty much on everything as well, August 7th as well. Monster Hunter World's finally coming out to PC, August 9th.
5 days.
Yeah, so fucking, I'm sure a lot of people are really excited for that. That's been a long wait for you guys. Okami HD coming out for Switch, August 9th.
Wait, did you say Monster Hunter World?
Yeah.
Oh, PC.
PC.
Wrong Monster Hunter. My head was somewhere else.
Okay. I was like, what did I say wrong?
I was thinking Generations for Switch.
Fuck did I do wrong this time?
You're good. I was wrong.
I'm always good. Okami HD coming out for Switch, August 9th. Madden NFL 19. I know, obviously there's a lot of people playing those games because they've been coming out since the beginning of time. But fucking, I don't meet those people. Cody, Mike. Yeah, those assholes. They play those. I can call those two assholes. There's no one's getting offended. August 10th coming out for everything. We Happy Fuse finally coming out August 10th on everything except for Switch. Death's Gambit, don't know what that is, coming out for PS4 and PC August 10th. Walking Dead Final Season Episode 1. I didn't even play the last one all the way through. It was really good. August 14th coming out for everything except for Switch. World of Warcraft Battle of Azeroth. I'm already going to get fucking dislikes for that. You didn't say it correctly.
So it was a battle for Azeroth?
Yeah. Come out for PC August 14th. I know a lot of people in the community are really excited for that. I know a lot of Blizzard people are really excited for that. And we might have a video we might watch for that. Guacamelee 2 come out for PS4 August 21st. I didn't even know they were making a second one until like 2 days ago. I'm like, oh, good. I'm glad those guys were able to make another one. And it's already coming out. So for people who liked the first one, I mean, that's...
Rejoice.
Yeah, there you go. Also, fans of the Dreamcast, Shenmue 2, 1 and 2, I don't know why I started with 2, both coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC August 21st. Very excited for that. I will absolutely be picking that up. I completely forgot those were coming out, and now it's like in a week or two, I'm like, oh, that worked out great. F1 2018, everyone's very excited for that one. PS4, Xbox One, and PC, August 24th. Little Dragons Cafe. That's the game that me and Chris are like, oh, I like the name of that game. You don't remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're like, oh, it looks okay, but I like the name.
Fun note, that's from the guy who originally made Harvest Moon.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it looks like, but I just remember having a positive.
Cutesy.
I left that situation better off. PS4 Switch, August 24th. Blade Strangers. Sounds very ominous. PS4, Switch, and PC, August 28th. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate
That's
coming
the
out
one.
for Switch, August 28th. I said when we originally watched this trailer, oh shit, I finally have to buy a Switch. And I guess I forgot because now I'm like, fuck, I got to buy a Switch at the end of this month. That's coming up real quick. Very excited for that one as well. We'll talk about it. Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. Coming out for everything except for Switch, August 28th. Yakuza Kiwami 2. I always say it like that because that word is just Kiwami. Coming out for PS4, August 28th. Sure, Josh is excited. Divinity Original Sin 2 coming out for PS4 and Xbox One, August 31st. Naruto to Boruto. I think that's how you say it. Boruto? What?
Naruto.
Yeah. Shinobi Striker coming out for everything except for Strike Switch.
Drink that coffee.
August 31st. Dude, I am. That's why I'm talking so fast. I was like, I woke up, I haven't eaten yet, and I'm like, we got to shoot. So I pounded a cup of coffee, worked out. I was literally just lifting weights just now. I was whiffing, and now I'm sitting down and I'm freaking out. Wasteland 2 coming out for Switch, August to be announced, 2018. So we'll find out this month, I guess. Hopefully.
It's just like August. You'll just see it on.
You may.
No, don't delete that. We gotta go through it.
Oh yeah, thanks. I was like Wasteland 2. No one's gonna fucking. No one knows what's coming out. Might as well leave. All right. What stood out for you guys?
So for me, let's see. I would like to pick up, where'd it go? Shenmue 1 and 2.
Fuck yeah.
I want to pick that up because I never got a chance to play them. So, perfect opportunity.
I'm looking for the four Wudo.
Looking for the man who killed my father.
Looking for the man who killed my father.
Little Dragons Cafe I'm interested in because I really like the original, not Monster Hunters.
How about a game of Lucky Hit?
The original Harvest Moons. I am definitely picking up Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate.
Fuck yeah.
And
not Naruto to Boruto. He goes to Bermuda. It's a vacation.
something like
It's
that.
nice.
His son.
And then I am
Naruto goes to the south of France.
interested in picking up Walking Dead, but I probably will
Catch up.
wait because I need to catch up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But those are the ones for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of Yakuza coming out this month. Yeah, Monster Hunter World, I'm excited for you guys to play that finally on PC. A lot of you guys have been waiting. We happy few. I'm really curious to see those reviews because that's going to dictate a lot of if I should even formulate an opinion on this game. Walking Dead, I need to beat the last season. Got 2 or 3 episodes into it. I really enjoyed it. They've come a long way with those games. Guacamelee 2, I'm also curious to see what people say about that one, just because the first one was fun enough, but nothing that I was like crazy about. But you know, people sometimes make like the sequels like way better than the last one. So hopefully that's the case. Little Dragons Cafe, I need to look into again because I just remember something positive about that encounter. Shenmue 1 and 2, 100% need those games. I have them on Dreamcast right now, and I prefer to play them on my PS4. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is that's like a $330 game or $50 game.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, 350. Yeah, something. It's gonna cost a couple $100. So pretty excited to spend that. But I really want to play that, and I'm happy for Josh with Yakuza. Merry Christmas, Josh. Chris, anything pop off for you? Do you remember the list?
I have a list.
Okay, good. I was like, this is kind of unfair for you. You're sitting there like, he said a lot of things.
Gotta remember.
And with me, I'm like, I've been whiffing. And Chris is like,
I've been keeping an eye out for We Happy Few, so I'm interested to see how that's going to be. I saw a commercial for it the other day. I thought it was really well done. And then the Monster Hunter games. I mean, not necessarily one for the PC. I'm excited everybody gets it on PC, but Generations I'm interested to see because I have access to a Switch. I don't own one, but I have access to one.
You also have a save file you can transfer.
I do.
Yep.
Yes. Although I have to fight for it because the other person who actually owns the Wii or the Switch is also a Monster Hunter fan.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, those things are small. Just pick it up and walk in your room.
Better start-
See if anyone notices.
Better start hooking and buy your own Switch.
Just make sure you get benefits in full hours. Like, don't hook for cheap.
I don't think you get benefits for hooking.
Oh, no?
No.
We should change that, America.
I think it's all cons for hooking.
Yeah.
Cash, no tax.
It's true.
Carry a gun, though.
I don't have a gun.
Protect yourself.
Well, you can get one down the street, I'm sure.
I mean, I have some at home.
Do you have a machete?
I have a katana.
Okay, use that. Just stay on the corner with a katana.
Because that's inconspicuous.
Yeah. Dude, he's down in San Diego fucking... Oh, Docs. He's mentioned it before.
Good luck finding
When the
such a large
cons are
area
happening, everybody's going to be fucking ready for a piece of Chris.
with their fake
just-
katanas.
Like,
I'll
he's
just
beautiful.
wear
He's got a
fundoshi
katana.
and put my hair up in a top knot and just walk around with a katana.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Top-notch katana work over here. Anybody want a slice? That'd be scary. If I saw that, I'd be like, "This guy's crazy," and I just keep going.
Nothing to see here.
I've been down California a couple times, and some of the people on the streets are a lot more aggressive than what I'm used to in good old Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else?
No, those are the games coming out.
I mean,
Pretty decent
World of
month.
Warcraft Battle for Azeroth, I'm mildly interested in.
Ooh, shots fired.
Shots fired. It's just a personal thing.
Fair. Can't argue with that. It's pretty decent month. There's some big ones for certain like fan groups for sure. For me, I'm kind of like just, fucking. I like. There's a couple games there I want to buy, but nothing that like is gonna suck up my fucking life. Every month, I'm just like, God, what 3 games are gonna come out this month that I don't have the time to play? So like, you know, fucking Shenmue, I'm gonna buy them. I don't know if I'm gonna hop into them instantly, but I definitely want them. And
Right.
I'll try them out, but it's not a game that I have to like rush to beat before everybody ruins the ending of God of War.
I need to play that game still.
It's so fucking good. I want to play it again. I keep seeing
Boy.
people doing people keep posting from the photo mode on Twitter, and it just reminds me of a lot of the scenes that are really good. The ending's fucking awesome. Very, very good. Suggest everybody pick up Monster Hunter Generations on Switch. All right, so with every Taste of Cast, we typically... let us know in the comments, of course.
What are you looking forward to?
What are you looking forward to in August? Any of that strike your interest, your fancy? What do you think about Chris hooking with a sword? Yeah. That face right there. What would you do to that?
Don't make that face. You'll lose money.
With a sword? They're going to be like, oh, shit.
There's a crowd for everything.
Someone escaped from the asylum.
Yeah, that's a very niche crowd. You better charge top dollar.
That's the thing about niche crowds is they have to pay top dollar.
You know,
It's because it's a niche.
They have to, yeah. It's the rarity of it. Yeah, let us know in the comments though. What all the things you're excited for in August. Doesn't even have to be video games. Are you excited for anything in August? You getting a puppy? I want a puppy, god damn it. Let's move into what we've been playing. So I'll set the pace. Because I've been playing 3 games and they're all kind of weird. I'm surprised I've been playing them at all. Well, I've played a lot of games. I'm going to skip a lot of them. First off, one of the games I've been playing is MMOs. I've downloaded all the MMOs. I've dabbled in all the MMOs.
just click all install.
I've downloaded easily over 10 MMOs recently.
Who are you?
Motherfucker, I've played every single MMO. I used to play them
Who
all
are
the
you?
time. I've been taking like a 3-year break. Anyway, dabbled in WildStar a little bit. I like it. Population's fucking gone. And when you go into forums, people are like, it's really shitty because the game's great. I agree with that. It's just when it released, it didn't do as well as it should have, and now people are afraid to invest time in it. So if you're thinking about playing WildStar, you should, because the game should have more people. It's actually really fun for a free-to-play game. It originally wasn't free-to-play too, so it has that budget that was meant for a pay-for game. Very cool. Tried to play Black Desert Online, logged in, killed 3 things. I was like, man, the action in this game is really good. What do I do? And then I clicked, a little ghost guy came out. He's like, ooh, fucking, here's your quest. And I was like, okay. And then I looked at the map, and it was telling me the details of every single building and the layouts and all the things you can do in those buildings and who's in those buildings and what they do and what they want and all the shit. I was like, there's way too much going on in this game, so I got the fuck out. I need to watch a video on how the hell to play that game, because there's so you hit escape and there's like 45 to 56 fucking menus you can click on. There's just all these fucking things. I'm just like, I'm not trying to live a second life here. So I bailed. So anyway, on this journey of hopping around MMOs, because I've been really want to play an MMO lately, I downloaded Final Fantasy 14 again, and luckily I had that face. Luckily I had like 3 or 4 days.
You logged in on the last day of the free campaign weekend.
Which is serendipitous, which is a word I fucking hate.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on until he was like, why can I log in? I was like, I don't know.
Because I got MMO fever lately, and it just so happened that, and I got this weird thing, and everybody knows me and plays Final Fantasy 14 knows this. I have a weird apprehension towards the game. Me and Shay were talking about that. I'm trying to deep dive. I need to sit on a couch and talk to a therapist about it, because every time I go to play Final Fantasy 14, I'm like, it's fine, but it's not that great. And then whenever I play it, I'm like, oh yeah, this game's fun. Why do I hate it so much? Like, in the back of my brain somehow. I'm always like, I don't know if I want to play that. And then I play it, and I'm like, it's 6 a.m. I don't want to stop, but I have to live my life. So I do. But so I logged into that. I was playing it. I downloaded on my PS4 and was like, fuck this. I downloaded on my PC right after that. Got to level 45 from 44. So knocked that out real fast. Game's fun. It's funny when you watch videos on YouTube of like best MMOs of 2018. It's always on every top 5, and it's not only in like the top 5. It's always like the top 2. So it's amazing to see Final Fantasy 14 is being valued for what it is, because it's definitely, in my opinion, I think one of the best MMOs made. And there's a lot of good ones too. But yeah, just playing it like it's really good looking, really flashy. Really fucking flashy looking.
Fantasy.
Yeah, it's very, very magical. Everything's which I'm into. It's gratifying when you hit that button and everything's just like lights and shit. And you're just like, okay, cool. Feel like I'm playing a mech game.
I did that.
Yeah. I hit the ground and everything just fucking exploded. But yeah, it's really fun. So I think I'm going to settle on that one, and I might still dabble in WildStar a little bit. Obviously, anybody who plays MMOs a lot you don't want to be playing many MMOs at the same time. There's too much investment. So I was going to play Neverwinter a little bit, but then I logged in, saw my level 60 character. I think level 70 is the cap now. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I was like, I beat this game. And I just like, when the game came out, I got to the end content, did it all, and then I left. And then every time I come back, I'm like, I already beat you. And I'm like, it's an MMO, but I beat you. And I just wander off and play something else. It's a way I rationalize not playing it. It's unfair of me. Yeah, so I played that. What was the other thing I played? I played Call of Duty. I'll talk about that in a sec. But there's something else I played
Outside of MMOs?
Yeah.
For Honor?
Thank you. I've dabbled in For Honor a little bit. I still need to play with Almixai. No, you want to play? We're going to play soon, I promise. Because it is free if you haven't.
They're going to touch swords.
We're going to. Definitely. Well, that's all we talk about in the Discord. It's touching swords in some way or another. He's trying to get me to go over to fucking North Ireland to touch swords. I'm like, fuck, all right.
Docs.
Yeah. He talks about it all the time in the Discord. If you put something in the Discord, that's open fucking information. Everybody's got access to it. Link down below. Link down below. Yeah. Wink, wink. So I've been playing that. They definitely, in Ubisoft fashion, fixed that game. It's fun. You can play all the modes against AI if you don't like playing against other people. There's a lot of gear to unlock for, I think, like 18 characters now. It's crazy. There used to be like 9.
More around the corner.
So, I mean, Ubisoft doing what Ubisoft does, supporting the shit out of their game, and it's free. You can get all the characters. I mean, I played the game for less than a day. I was able to unlock a character. So, I mean, like, and you can already play them. You just can't put gear on them.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. So you can play as them. You click on them, whatever, and then you level them up, but the gear you get you can't put on them yet, which makes your character better. So there's that. But whatever faction you pick, Japanese or like the
Knights, Vikings, Japanese, yeah.
yeah, I say Japanese because like there's some samurai there, but there's also some ninja type shit going on. So it's hard to be like the samurais. Yeah, you pick whatever faction you pick, you get a discount on them. So like what would normally be like 8,000 coins or whatever they use in the game is 5,000.
Okay.
So and you get full access to all those people. Obviously you have to unlock them though. But the game's really fun. I really love the combat. In fact, it just dawned on me last night. I was like, this is Bushido Blade in 2018. It's the closest thing to Bushido Blade that exists.
Yeah.
Outside of just mashing buttons, you're picking a stance and mashing buttons, the same thing. But yeah, the combat's really fun. It's really refreshing. It's weird because I kind of just threw any idea of playing this game in the trash a while ago. So dabbling in again, I'm glad I did. This last update, I guess, is the one that changed everything, though. I watched a video on all the updates that came out, and there's problems constantly. They fix certain things, but there's problems. Fix things, problems. This last one, I forgot what the name of it. The art for it's really neat, though. Fixed a lot of shit, and I guess the pop is slowly going up. So Ubisoft is very good. Every episode, I'm always talking about how good Ubisoft is, but I'm just impressed because they're a AAA company. They don't let games fail or die, and they're willing to change systems and stuff to make people want to play it. They're not EA and go, we don't want loot boxes. Yeah, you do. No, we don't. Yeah, they're great. No, they're not. Debatable. They're staying. Ubisoft's like, okay, we get it. We're working on it. You like that? Not really. Oh, okay, we'll try this. How about that? Yeah, we like that. Great. We'll move on to the next thing. All the assholes in the game. We're going to move on to them. There's a lot of them in Siege. I played that recently, too. Played Siege recently. There's a lot of dickheads in that game. But it's still fun.
Dickheads in an FPS? Never.
It was... that's my people you're talking about, okay?
Tell me I'm wrong.
But, well, yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're assholes. Those are my people, though. They start being a dickhead. I start being a dickhead. I turn it off until they open up those floodgates. I'm like, oh, we're doing this. Okay. Yeah, played that a little bit. It was fun. But I think it's like the second round in a match. My whole team died, and I was the only one left. And then I killed the dude, and then I died because I was reloading. I looked at the guy. I'm looking at him. I'm reloading, and the guy shot me, killed me. My team tried to fucking vote kick me. I was like, I don't know if I want to play this game if the community's that fucking shitty. That's such a troll move. Like, they're not actually upset with me. They're just like, oh, he fucking sucks. Get rid of him. I'm like, you motherfuckers are dead. All of you died before I did, and I got a kill. I'm trying to fucking clean up after you guys, and I didn't do it good enough, so they're like, get rid of him. Luckily, I think the whole room has to vote, so I didn't get kicked. But I was like, you motherfuckers. So, Siege does have a problem. It keeps coming up on like Tasty Tuesday and Tastecast. Sometimes we'll talk about Ubisoft working on Siege. They definitely need to, because every time I play that, I have a bad experience with the community. And I'm pretty lenient when it comes to that. Last thing I've been playing recently is the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 beta. I know that's going to be mixed amongst a lot of people because a lot of people hate Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah. I like shooting people, so in games, obviously. So I've been very excited to play it, and it is awesome. It's better than I thought it was going to be, and it is the first time since Modern Warfare, and I'm not talking about the storyline, that Call of Duty has felt fresh again. They changed systems up to make the game feel slower paced and more tactical. And there's a synergy between the classes now that can work together to win, essentially. Call of Duty has gotten to a point where everybody's just running and shooting and dying and running and shooting and dying and dying and running and shooting, and then you're just watching your progress bar go up as you're doing that, and then you unlock more things and you just keep doing that. That's why I like to play Search and Destroy, because there's some structure and there's some tactic there. They have a new mode called Control, where one team is trying to take 2 objectives, the other team's trying to defend those 2 objectives. There's 3 parts of a bar they have to fill, which takes a while. Once you complete that 3-bar system on your point, it's done. Everybody moves to the next one. So the other team's trying to stop them. But they have a similar system to like Battlefield, where there's a ticket system. Everybody's got, I think, about 30 lives per team. So when you get down to about 15 or 10, the game warns you like, oh, they're almost out of reinforcements, or we're getting low on reinforcements. And then in like those final like 5 lives, the game slows way the fuck down. Everybody starts playing way more tactically. It's really cool. It's normally when they release like a new mode, I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be like a new like version of what already existed in a prior Call of Duty. It's gonna be slightly different, but this paired with the classes that they've created now really makes the game still absolutely play and feel like Call of Duty, but definitely takes it in a more team-oriented strategic game that Call of Duty has never been in that sense, unless you play Search and Destroy on hardcore with me, because then it's tactical and fun and all that shit. Yeah, and I've been pretty much constantly playing Torque, who's a dude who can drop barbed wire, and when people walk through it, it slows them down and they take damage from it. I've killed a lot of people trying to get through that shit.
Makes crunchy noises in your headphones.
Yeah. My first match ever, I literally bunkered down in this room, put some barbed wire in a hallway to my right, and to the left, his secondary and like main ultimate move is he puts down a wall that has like a center section that you can shoot between. But the front end has the heat ray from 3, Black Ops 3. If you played that, there's a heat ray you can put down that just goes woo, 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 woo. And if you walk into it, it just like kind of fucks you up and like hurts you slowly and will kill you eventually. So you can put in hallways to keep people out of them. And if they try and get through it, they'll die. This wall has that now, so they merged the 2 things. Really fucking cool class. But I was sitting there just bunkered down with the wall to my left and the barbed wire to my right, and I never played this game before. It's my first match, and in my headphones I just hear chink, 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 and then right in front of me it's like just showing me experience I'm getting. I'm like, wait. I was like, is somebody in my fucking barbed wire? I look around the corner and this guy's just like crawling through. He like looks up and he's like, fucking, oh hello, and I fucking just shot him and killed him.
Oh hello. Okay, bye.
He's like, oh, this is awkward. I was trying to get through your barbed wire here. It's very nice.
Very crunchy. I do enjoy it.
Very, very crunchy. Yeah, so it's really cool. There's also one dude that everybody wants, and I only got to play him because I joined a match halfway through it, and it just auto put me into that class. He has a dog, and for some reason, everybody picks him, no matter what. Like that's just like in Siege when you first start out, you pick your character, and everybody gets to pick one of each.
They want the good puppers,
and everybody gets that pupper. They're like, "You got a puppy," and they just pick him. And I'm like, "Well, I guess I'm never gonna play this guy." But yeah, he's cool too. He's got a move where you hit R1 and you shoot a little beacon thing onto a wall or wherever the hell you want, and then you shoot a secondary one, and it puts a laser between it, and now it's a mine. So there's always been mines in Call of Duty, but now you can get really fucking creative with it because now you're deciding where that line is at. And some assholes just I should probably be a little more nice to random people I don't know. Shoot the laser like diagonally through hallways, and I'm just like, people will. That's the first thing they're gonna see. It's just a big ass line through the hallway diagonally. So like I always try and put like really low to the ground, like in an area where they're gonna come around the corner real quickly, and they're not gonna be looking down. I also sometimes look like an asshole, and I'm just running with that gun, like sitting there going, where am I gonna put this? Like I'm decorating a house, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, now where's the second one? I turn around, the guy's just looking at me, goes, I'm like, okay, spent way too much time doing the home decor. But yeah, he has that, and then he has the dog. You unleash the dog, and it's this little buff pupper who has body armor on. It's dope looking, and he's going, wow, 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 and just runs off. And he's fucking fast. And if you're playing with a team who's like working together, there's one instance where this guy unleashed the dog and it's like, wow, 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 just running off. And like our whole team was just chasing after the dog because you can see it through the walls. And it's like jumping up and biting people and killing them. And we're just following it and shooting shit around it while the dog is like leading the way because it's tracking people down. So like, all right, where the fuck are they?
It's the alpha now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I'm the fucking boss. Follow me. And we're like, all right, let's go. And it's like, bah, bah, bah. And we're all with our guns just bah, 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 shooting and shit.
That's a funny scene to it. Like, you hear the barking, and then there's the dog, and then you see a fucking line of soldiers with their guns like this, and there's like, "Wah, wah, 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 wah."
The dog's bah, bah, bah. We're like, bah, 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 bah.
Team effort.
The other team's gonna be like, what the fuck? What kind of drugs are they doing on the other side? That game's very fun though. If you like Call of Duty, you'll probably like this, although it is the first time it's changed. More so than like double jumping and like fucking jetpacks and shit. And wall running. Like the core game still feels like Call of Duty, but is different. But if you did like Call of Duty at some point, because every once in a while I'll run into someone who's like, oh, fuck Call of Duty. I'm like, there's good ones, there's bad ones. I understand where you're coming from. I don't typically argue like Call of Duty's great. I like Call of Duty. But there's definitely bad ones. But every time I talk to those people, there's always a Call of Duty that they liked, or they stopped playing around Modern Warfare 2. Some of them got to about Black Ops, and they stopped playing. And I get where they're coming from because there's some really shitty ones in there. But if you're one of those people who, in a conversation, eventually you'll let that little tidbit out of like, oh well, I did. You got hurt by someone, and that's why you're so upset. And I understand where you're coming from. If you're one of those people, definitely check this one out because it's different. Even if you skip Black Ops 3 and you think this one's just like the same game, a lot of people are like, it's just 3. It's not. It's not 3 at all. So I would definitely go dabble with it. If you got a friend who's got it or whatever, try it out. Let me know what you think of it because I'm pretty excited about it. I'm happy to see that Treyarch did it again. Treyarch makes the best.
I was waiting for you to name drop them.
Yeah, I mean they're the best when it comes to Call of Duty. I mean, like Infinity Ward has been soulless since Vince Zampella and the other guy left, West. Ever since they left, that company's been fucking a hellhole. So all the games they release are shit. Sorry, anyone from Infinity Ward if you found this channel randomly, but yeah, I'd love to love your games again. And Sledgehammer, they're fine. That's it. But Treyarch fucking knocks out the park. They're inventive. They come up with new ideas. They set the standard. So and everybody fucking follows them. So like us with the dog. Yeah, that's what I've been playing. I knew I had a lot to say on it, so I was like, I'm gonna go first. So I can just go puke it all out.
Well, I also have been playing. Hard to say I was playing. I've logged into Final Fantasy 14. Tried to reacquaint myself.
Did you get to 45?
A while ago.
I got to 45.
I went up to the quest I was supposed to be on, watched a really cool cutscene, and then I was like, and now there's a dungeon. I was like, oh yeah. So I checked my quest logs. I wanted to do something, but I wasn't ready to just dive into a dungeon without being familiar with my character again. Every single quest in my quest log, every one of them, all dungeons. I was like, cool, I'll do this later, and I logged out.
I got dungeons I gotta do too.
Let's see, what else I play. I played a little bit of Blade and Soul. The combat in the game is a lot of fun. Very good looking game, especially for how old it is. And I got about 2-3 levels in that when I played that. I'm still trying to. I played it a while ago before it came over here. I was playing on the Korean servers, and I had gotten a little bit past where I am at now, so I have a hard time every time I play the game because I'm like, I did this already.
What's the progression in the game? Is it leveling?
Yeah.
So what level are you?
I got to be around 30.
Ooh, getting up there. That's better than like, well, I got to level 8 and I stopped playing.
Every MMO I will get to 10 to 20.
I try to get to 20. Well, I don't get to 20 in the fucking first day, but definitely always try and get to 20 unless I just really hate the MMO.
It depends on the game. Like some games, the pace won't allow you to get to 20, but unless you literally play for like 12 hours, and I'm not doing that. But most games you can get to 10 in a heartbeat because they're just trying to. That's mostly the tutorial aspect of the game. So.
Right.
That's an MMO also that's on my list that I want to download. That reminds me though, NCSoft fucking needs to get the shit together. Because in forums, people bitch about them constantly, talk about how they're a horrible company, which really sucks to hear because they're like one of my favorite MMO producing companies. But I've had really bad experience with them as well. I mean,
They have
they
a history of some crappy practices.
they had a game that came out, I guess, that people invested money in, and 3 months into it, they got rid of it completely, and they never refunded any of that money, which I think is really fucked up. They deleted my Guild Wars 2 account.
Same.
It was just gone one day. I couldn't log in. And recently I've hit them up because I was like, back then I was like, I didn't inquire. It's like, fuck you. Now I'm like, what happened with that? Like I'd like someone to tell me why I don't have my account. So I hit them up. I'm like, hey, I can't log in. I don't think I have access to an account anymore. Here's my serial key that I bought. Like, what's up? They haven't hit me back. It's been over a week now. So it's really shitty.
Yeah.
Because I loved Guild Wars 2. But not enough to fucking buy it again. That's ugh. Anyway, sorry, you reminded me with Blade and Soul.
No, it's okay. I didn't have a whole lot more to go off on that. Anyone familiar with the game, I am playing as... I can't remember the class name, but they used the
punchy.
not charms,
Talismans.
talismans. Thank you.
Hey.
So, and then they have a summon that they can bring up to help fight for a little bit. It's pretty fun. I also hopped into Monster Hunter World with Chris. So sorry, Chris. So feel free to share your story during this segment here. We were doing the patch 5.0, or better known as the Behemoth update for the game, or Final Fantasy 14 update for the game. I'm glad to hear that is a permanent edition, so I don't feel so rushed to do it now, which is great.
It's permanent? It's not an event?
It is permanent.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is a hard fucking fight.
Just a little.
Yeah.
If you would have told me 5 months ago that there is a cross promotional thing happening between Final Fantasy 14 and Monster Hunter, and there's events happening then, and in 5 months, you could assume which game I was going to play. Probably Monster Hunter, and here I am playing Final Fantasy 14.
Right.
It's very weird.
It is weird. But it was really neat. It's funny when we started playing. I had turned, and I never do this, and I was like, I feel like listening to music, so I turned Spotify on my PS4, and I was listening to some music, and I turned on Monster Hunter, and Chris hits me up, and he's like, hey, you gonna do the Behemoth fight? And I was like, I was thinking about it.
Sounds just like Chris.
And so as I'm turning the game on, he's like, you should turn your volume up and listen to music. I was like, really? I decided to listen to music, and you're telling me I need to listen to the music in the game. So I had to go back. I had to shut Spotify off, go back into the game, and it was because everything has Final Fantasy music. So it was very neat. It is cool seeing the little cactuars running around, and that you can capture them. So I believe they can run around your house too. Or your room.
God, did they run around your house like fucking crazy too?
The Kuluyaku is obnoxious. I'm gonna leave it at that.
The big one?
Yeah, so he grabs
In the
crystal.
trailer? I love that guy.
He grabs the crystal and you start fighting him, and when he gets to certain checkpoints, he stares into the crystal again. And he goes, it gets bigger.
Hell yeah.
So his
It's
my
like as
favorite.
big as the
jumping
engine app.
smash attack or whatever, he starts leaping across the fucking map almost, and he just does it 3 times in a row.
So any major fucking Elder Dragon?
Yeah, it's
Because
pretty
Dante
obnoxious.
just leaps across the goddamn area.
Yeah,
Now he's Super Saiyan.
except for Nargante doesn't have a huge shield he's holding that doesn't fall out of his
This
hands.
is true. Oh, he doesn't drop it at all? He's
Never.
He loves that thing. It must be real
And
good.
It's really creepy when he's almost dead and he goes into his cave, because you just look in there and there's these glowing blue eyes.
He got a good little sip with that
He
fucking
did.
crystal.
It's meth.
And
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Behemoth
Blue map.
fight. I really appreciate that they wanted it to feel like a Final Fantasy fight, because there's mechanics to the fight. Like you can actually pull threat and be the tank. A
That's
little
cool.
line will actually connect Behemoth to a person. It's like Behemoth
You're
is
telling me-
focused on you.
You were telling me, too, that it has, the start mission thing or something?
Yeah, it says
or-
duty commenced.
Yeah,
in the
that's
beginning,
funny.
Instead of just throwing you in there.
For anybody who's not playing Final Fantasy 14, that's, when you do duties or whatever, they'll go doo-doo and
Yeah,
do that.
big,
so.
yellow letter or goldish yellow letters like duty commenced, and then if you win, it's duty successful or something like that, and then if you fail, it's duty failed. So
That's
It
one
also
thing.
plays the victory fanfare when you win.
Slightly off topic because I didn't want to talk about it all day, but like playing Final Fantasy 14 because you're talking about things that's from that. I always forget how individual that MMO is because it's one of the only MMOs that exists that feels like a single player game with other people in it. Because like even like all the weird menus and things that come up on the screen as you're playing feels like a Final Fantasy game. So when I was playing, I'm like, this game's got so much like of its own character and fucking flavor.
Oh yeah.
So it's cool that they took those things that make Final Fantasy 14 so individual and like, you know, this isn't just like a tacked on like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we reskin something and just threw Behemoth in there. Like it seems like we've heard about these guys work together to make this cool because all those little details, Chris telling you, listen to the music and shit. It's really cool. It's good for like, people are excited for essentially both things.
No, it's super cool. And then you see it in the trailer, obviously, but he'll drop. Are they meteors or comets? I always get mixed up.
The comets are the ones that stick around.
Okay, so he drops comets and they stick in the ground, and he can break them, but you don't want him to hit them and break them. You need them because when he casts
Epic something comet. Just
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna
giant
say
comet.
epileptic comet. I'm like, fuck.
he casts Big Bada Boom,
Yeah.
and you have to line
Big
up
Bada
the
Boom.
rock or the comet between you and that blast, or otherwise you get one shot. And I've seen some really funny gifs on Reddit of people failing that fight. Like all of them hiding behind the rock, and Behemoth was just like, nope, and smashed the rock in front of them, and then the blast killed him anyways.
There's a lot of people. I don't know if it was Reddit. I think it was on Reddit. People were posting a lot of pictures making fun of people who were not doing well in that fight. So apparently, it's pretty challenging for people,
It's pretty rough.
which is good to hear.
I hate that they make fun of him for it though, because Monster Hunter
yeah.
doesn't play like that most
Yeah.
of the time.
Right.
So,
It's always. I mean, I get like poking fun or whatever, especially that guy who does those cartoons where it's like those people, and it just shows like some of the bullshit.
NCH Productions.
Yeah,
I think.
some of the bullshit, some of the monsters will pull and kill people, but it's like funny, like it's more community. Like, oh yeah, I've been there. It sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some people who are like, oh fucking, these people keep doing this.
Well,
And
one,
it's like,
one of the deaths I had, I was literally like, he'll cast. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a tornado. But yeah, he'll start casting it, and you'll get a whirlwind around your feet, and it won't leave you. So you run, because in Final Fantasy 14, there's lots of moves where like, I'm going to cast this on you, and you have to go put it away from the party.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So get this stupid tornado. I'm running to the edge of the wall, and I keep forgetting it's Monster Hunter, not Final Fantasy in that regard. So I go to the wall, and then I dive out of the way, and the tornado casts behind me instead of on me. And I turn around, and I'm like, fuck.
It's pretty bad. They put so much detail into it that you're halfway running to some place, and you're like, wait, what game am I in right now?
Well, so yeah, I have the wall against my back and the tornado in front of me. And I was like, I'm stuck here.
Nope. Nope.
And I tried to dive out one side, and the tornado hit me, threw me back where I was. I tried to dive out the other side, tornado hit me, threw me back where I was. I was like, I'm fucking dead. I can't do anything about it.
What'd you call it?
It's called like Char Bliss or something like
It
that.
has a weird name.
Because when you said it, you were like, you said "ch," and she was like,
Right.
"Yeah," and I was like, I thought you were gonna say Charles. I was like, okay, that's
No.
Charles.
No. And it's really nice because unlike the other fights, it's, again, more elements from Final Fantasy 14. It says Behemoth begins to cast Char Bliss, and then once it goes, this is Behemoth cast Char Bliss.
Yeah, so you know when to dodge and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He also cast fucking, was it Thundaga? Which I thought was weird.
Yes, but only the harder fight.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow.
And there's an extreme mode of this
Dogga.
coming out later.
Yeah,
So
he's
they're making a
tempered.
harder one.
I'm really glad that they're not just like putting out more stuff to just do, but like challenges, because that's endgame. That's
Right.
that's keeping you.
That armor set
Working.
is ridiculous stat-wise. It's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. I love Dragoon
Just
armor.
an FYI, the tempered mode gets you tickets to get you a layered armor set for that armor.
Really? That's
So
really
you can
cool.
always look like a Dragoon.
I'll say I wore that armor
pretty
for a
cool.
long time in Final Fantasy 14, so it's a little nostalgic for me.
I want the weapon.
The weapon is
Galebog?
cool.
Yeah.
I just got the Kinsect for it because when you beat it, you get the Kinsect for free.
Oh, nice.
That's the one that turns into a dragon head when it goes
Yeah.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's really strong
need to play
too.
that game.
Well, here's the problem, because my next game obviously is in the same category.
Yeah.
Everything I mentioned are endless fucking games, man. They
Hooray.
absorb my life.
Absolver, PlayStation Plus, last month. Go watch that episode.
I did not play that this week. Last game I played, unless you got more to say about that Monster Hunter event.
No,
It's fun.
It's great. I'm really glad is they are really knocking it out of the park with that game, man. The content is coming out at a really good pace,
Yeah.
and it never feels cheap.
Yeah, it never. I'm not even playing the game, but like watching it for any game really, when they're rolling out content, a lot of times it's like I get excited of like, oh, there's a new gun coming out for this like fucking battle royal game or something. Like, oh, it's good that there's a new gun adding something to that, or like they'll add, some game will add some quality of life stuff, which I always welcome, or like a new quest. But like this game, it's super regular for the quality of content they're releasing, like new monsters and new weapons and fucking new areas and shit. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And shit like that. Yeah, it is
It's
crazy.
it's like, and they had to have had this plan before they knew the reception, but like,
They've made a few Monster Hunters.
yeah, exactly. But it's just good that they're setting this example after, because this game is the first Monster Hunter for a lot of people. And so it's really cool that not only did they release a Monster Hunter that people fucking love and new people are coming into going like, holy shit, I never played these games. This is awesome. But now they're like supporting it so fucking good. Like it's just a great, like it looks good for them. Like, and I'm glad because they, they're working their ass off. It's dope.
I am jealous of the PC load times though. Because when I was playing, I was sitting there watching the loading bar. I was like, load. I watched someone play the beta for the PC version, and the load bar went like this. Done.
Final Fantasy 14 loads quicker on PC. Everything loads quicker on PC.
Yeah, it's just, I was like, ah, damn it.
Unless you're on that.
I'm not starting over though.
Unless you're on that Wi-Fi potato.
Anyways, yeah, last game I've been playing since they released the update for it, No Man's Sky Next. I have been playing. I've put about 30 hours into it since the update's come out now. So it is really easy to just lose track of what I'm doing, and then all of a sudden it's fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, holy shit, I need to go to bed.
It's really easy to lose yourself and understand who you are anymore.
It's crazy.
You are now one with the stars.
They've added so much over the course of the DLCs. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to experience, and then just adding the graphical updates, the ship updates, the third-person perspective really makes a huge difference for me too, because it feels like better that way when I'm playing, which is great. Even in the ship, I play in third person. I don't know.
Yeah, I do. As soon as, because I also play this, I didn't mention it because I ain't played enough to really talk about it. I loaded on Planet and fucking got killed by sentries, and now I'm learning. Now I'm learning. Somebody actually commented on that video and like explained what was going on there. So thank you for that. If you're watching this, saying that, yeah, there's planets where they're just hostile. And I had no idea. So I started the game and I'm like sitting there just walking around going, oh, a rock. Oh, a rock.
Sentinel's like,
oh, rock.
It's moving.
And then it starts raining or whatever. I'm like, ooh. And I'm just like, oh, a rock. And I look up and there's just a robot looking at me. I'm like, hello. And it's like just scanning me and it starts shooting me. I'm like, I start running. Finally got sick of it. I fucking killed it. And that was a mistake because more of them showed up.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah, you just need to come to your planet and get you out of there.
You come to my planet, fucking drop a nuke on it.
I wish I could.
Me too.
Base building is neat, but it'd be more something I'd rather do in partnership with Seth because he's more creative and I'm more of a gatherer. So
yeah, Minecraft. Really well. I built fucking empires, and Chevy was the real backbone because fucking he was just.
Go down underground and there'd just be an endless cave going forward.
Going forever. And then later people are like, let's utilize this and make a underground railroad system. Because Chevy's just been digging for fucking miles. I just look down. I can't see him down there anymore. But the box is always full. So I grab my shit and I build the fucking castles.
So yeah.
People come by and they're like, oh, this looks great. You did a really good job. I'm like, fucking Chevy grabbed all the materials, man.
So yeah, monotonous tasks are really easy for me, and you will find yourself doing a lot of that in No Man's Sky. You can also just do dogfighting if you want to too. I warped into a system last night actually, and it immediately was like, "Hey, this freighter's under attack. You should go help it." I was like, "Okay." So I went over there and I had to fight off 6 ships while also other people were fighting stuff, and it was really kind of neat because I don't remember that experience in that game.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I was done, the guy was like, "Hey, come on my ship so I can thank you." And so I went and landed on a ship.
Never go on someone's ship when they're, hey, come into my ship. I got candy.
He didn't work that way.
Hey kids, you want some candy?
Well, you know what he did have for me?
I'd really like to thank you.
You know what he did have for me was his ship. I got his freighter.
Oh,
So
nice.
I got a free freighter. So now I can collect other ships and park them on there, and you can also base build inside there and create new rooms and stuff.
What?
Yep.
Why didn't you tell me about that?
There's
That's all the time. Like, oh no, this game
and
looks so
you
good.
can hire NPCs and tell them to go do missions from that ship. There's a lot of stuff they've added to that game. So if
good.
you
That's
have
good.
held off on buying it, I think it's on sale for $30 right now. Most places.
Or if you're like me and you bought it digitally and then you just kind of forgot about it in your digital vault forever because you're like, fuck this game.
it's a good time to revisit it.
Yeah,
But
go
get
check it
past
out.
the beginning hump where you have nothing, because that's the hardest part of this game.
Yeah, and if you get attacked by the goddamn overlords and goddamn
Don't be
on your planet, just bail.
Yeah, and if you run into a situation like that, if you have no time invested, delete the save, start over, get a new fresh planet to start on.
I've gotten 2 planets in a row now that have been pretty decent, but I just got assholes shooting me as soon as I show up. I'm like, this planet's pretty good. They're like, yeah, it is, huh? You're not welcome, though. Bop, bop, bop. I'm
my
like, "Fuck,
planet.
okay."
I'm keeping it pristine. You're gonna ruin
Yeah,
it.
you're ruining this shit by being here. You're ruining the aesthetic in this goddamn spacesuit.
But yeah, like last night was a good example of like a perfect time for me to play it. I came home tired from work. I tried to play something else. I couldn't really concentrate on it, and so I was just like, I'm gonna play No Man's Sky, and I just zoned out and played that. So
That's been every night, though. You're like, that's the perfect time to
It's
play it.
been-
You come home every night. You're like, it's the perfect time to
he
play.
says every night. It's been like 3 nights
And
that
then
I've
you-
played that game.
And then you play it, and you're like, it's the perfect night to not go to sleep. And then the next
That
day,
happened twice.
It's like, that's the perfect night to never sleep again.
Exaggeration.
I was there.
I know.
Chris
but
looks like he was there too. He's just nodding.
he wasn't there. He was in Warcraft
Look at him.
or Monster Hunter. Those are the 2 games he was in. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm ruining your list. What have you played?
Yeah, tell everybody what he's been playing.
Those games.
All right.
Warcraft
That's a
and
good
Monster
list.
Hunter.
Is that it?
That's it.
Anything you want to throw out there about those?
No.
Well, fuck. Okay.
That was exciting.
I like how I'm like, all right, let's keep what we've been playing a little shorter, so we can move on to those videos because we got 4 of them, and fucking Chris the only one listened.
The pre-patch stuff for Battle for Azeroth has been really interesting in WoW. Really interesting. I want to see where it goes story-wise, but yeah, it's been fun.
I dipped my head inside the Blizzard section category. Respect the categories of the Discord. Every once in a while, and I see you guys, and you guys are all just fucking.
That's going to get real complicated eventually, because when someone talks in general for like a couple days about something, you're just like, here's a new channel.
If I see enough people talking about it, I made some default ones early on, like
Right.
general sections that I assume people would talk about. But as it's gone on, like for a while, there's like 3 weeks there where like the Discord kind of got quiet for a little bit. Almexai was fucking on his spirit journey. He was gone for a while, and like I think that was during the time like Keith had some stuff going on in his life.
Oh, yeah.
and fucking so it was really quiet in there. So it's just like you, Chris, and Psycho just posting Brave Exvius shit. Which, I mean, I don't care. I want everybody to have fun and talk about whatever. But I was like, what if somebody who wanted to talk was like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. So I was like, I'm just going to make a category for that.
It's fine. We live in there now.
Yeah, I know. That if I go in there, General will typically be lit up. But Brave Exvius is always lit up. Every once in a while. I'll look inside Blizzard and I'll listen for a second. Everybody's like, this person's the new leader of this thing. I much prefer that person. They're the better leader. This person's a piece of shit villain. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, that's very interesting. I fucking don't even listen. I just like peek into the Brave Exvius, and it's just fucking chaos in there. It was like, I got tickets, blah, blah, blah. Seth should have a gun. Fucking blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why are they talking about me in there?
I told Chris to
Bunch of-
make characters of us.
It's just chaos. Just 3 people just fucking high-fiving.
That conversation happened because we were talking about hoarding resources so that we could do polls
Planning a coup.
on units later down the line. And I said, you need to tell Gummy to stop making those tasty banners. And Chris was like, we're getting a banner? I was like, well, there's an art project for you. You can make Brave Exvius characters of all of us. So,
Yeah, do that.
and that's why I said Seth would probably want guns.
Yeah, and I named off specific ones.
And then I
have
said,
preferences.
I need a katana. You said Josh needed a piece of rebar.
Yep. Yeah, because somebody said something about him punching stuff or whatever. I'm like, no,
I
no,
said
no,
punching.
no. Josh really wants to hurt people in really weird ways. He wants it to be raw and real. He wants to rip a fucking piece of rebar out of the wall and beat someone to death. And then tell me about it. He's like, I fucking cracked him in the head. I'm like, all right. I'm glad you're doing that in the games, not in real life. There's a lot of built up aggression with that. It's not good enough if it's like some kind of pre-planned weapon. It's got to be something real. It's got to be a pipe, broken bottle.
Did you ever figure out
That's why he loves Yakuza.
Oh wow, that makes sense. The game's all about beating people up.
Brutality.
Did you ever figure out what weapon you would make for yourself?
No.
The guitar.
We did say drum
The
machine.
rice spoon loot.
Yeah, all that thing.
I knew you loved that conversation, so I had to keep pushing that button.
Yeah, I popped in. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I said a couple things. I bailed. So I was like, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
As soon as you started like talking about it, like, okay, I'm gonna start doing history lesson. I was like, nope, I'm gonna be annoying
Yes.
because Psycho doesn't care.
He doesn't care about anything.
No.
All right,
That guy shops 4 times a fucking year.
man, that would take some like serious planning. That's
It's on the
crazy.
Discord. That's not private information. If it is, let me know. I'll never mention it again. Keep my goddamn mouth shut.
We shop like twice a week.
Dude, I get off work. I'm hungry. I'm like, time to go shopping.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just like, I'm going to eat all this right now.
So yesterday was bad
Ate some
too
of
because
it.
we
I'm
went
like,
to 7-Eleven before we went shopping. So we ate a bunch of junk food
Yep.
and then went shopping.
It was a fucked up night. Ruined my life. I bought beer. Been cutting back on that. It's decent beer. It's IPA. Not a big fan.
Not fitting in with the rest of your state right now.
No. And then I was playing a little bit of For Honor because I finally got it working. I was going to play with All Mixed Eye, but then I got a little buzzed and I was like, I'm just doing way too good right now. I can't play with them. I had like one good match and then I moved on. I stopped playing it because I was having my this is way off topic of anything we're talking about, but like I have a legit copy of Windows. I promise. I paid for it. I didn't have a legit copy of Windows all my life. And recently I was like, I should just have that. I should just be done with that shit. And so I bought a key and it worked or whatever. I just did an update recently. It's like, you have a counterfeit copy of Windows. I'm like, what? So now when I play games, this is why I didn't play For Honor for very long. I'm explaining myself to Almix because I know he's watching. He's been trying to get us to play for a while. And I'd be in the middle of a match and fucking it would just alt tab and be like, you have a counterfeit copy of Windows. I'm like, I get you think I'm ripping you off right now, but you don't gotta be a dick about it. Don't interrupt my game. Just leave it there. I'll get to it once I end the game. I'll see it. It's like someone just walking over to like my room, kicking the door, and be like, "Hey,
You change your hardware?
no."
Huh.
That update just decided my copy fucking sucks. So I'm gonna go. I saved the CD key, and I'm gonna get it fixed
Just
out.
drive up to Redmond and be like, fix it.
Yeah, I'll just go right up there and start yelling at him. Like, I got Windows 7, fix it. Like, we don't even work on that anymore, dude. That's a Rob thing to do. I'm gonna go up there and talk to Bill Gates himself, and he's gonna fix my copy of
Not in
Windows.
control anymore.
He'll get shit done though. His AMA,
No, I know.
he was like, people were like, someone brought up something really minor, and he's like, oh, I'll get a hold of somebody. That's a good idea. And like right in that AMA, someone's like, hi, I'm blah 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 from Microsoft. You were talking about this, and it started happening right there in front of everybody. And they started having a conversation about changing a feature or something to do with disabled people. Or something like that.
Yeah. It was an accessibility feature.
So like when Bill Gates is like, I'll get someone work on that. It's not like, oh, I'll get to that later. He like it happened right then in Reddit. Like I was
his
like,
desk
so,
opened up and there was a help me button and he just went.
his desk opened up and he looked at boy in there. And he's like, fucking get on your Palm Pilot and talk to this kid.
Bob Pilot.
He's
It's
like,
a Surface Pro now.
he's like, yes, and he's like. And they shut the little hatch. There's a guy who lives in his desk like the little elephant, the little elephant alien in fucking Fifth Element that Zorg has, Emmanuel Zorg. He has a guy in
You're
place
totally-
of
He
that.
spits
Yeah.
a chariot.
Yeah, that always pissed me off as a kid. I watch it, I'm like, why'd you do that? That thing's just sitting there looking at me. He's like,
He's like,
and he's-
help me,
and
help
thing's
me.
like-
And the elephant's like, okay.
I like I was just looking at him like, yeah, dude, whatever. And he spits the chair and things just like, ugh. I love that guy. They need to make a whole standalone movie for him.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah. What else? What are we talking
We're
about?
going on to videos.
You done, Chris?
He's
You got
done.
stuff? You got things you want to talk about? We can talk all day. I don't give a
I
fuck.
played a little For Honor, but that's about it.
You played For Honor? Oh yeah, you did like the tutorial AI shit.
Did you guys buy that game or something, or was it free? At some
It's
point?
free. That's
No,
what I'm trying to
no,
get you to play.
No, it is not.
Not anymore. It was free.
I
during
even
the
downloaded
conferences.
UPlay and checked. It starts at $15 and goes up.
Oh, so we got the $15 one.
Yeah, we got the base one for free.
Yeah, because they did that during E3.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least they got us, because I'm in there, and I'm probably gonna buy the $40 version. So it's good on them to do that.
I ain't touching it.
You should play it.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
You
not.
know how many other things I have to play? I'll buy
It's
it.
fun.
And I'll be like, oh, all right, I'm going to go play. And I'm going to play for a couple hours with you guys, and I'll never fucking touch it again.
All my wants to play.
Like fucking dwarves in space.
Almexai wants to rip me a new one in it. I swear.
Yeah. No, he's trying to get you
not
in that
gonna
private
happen.
match.
He's got some aggression that he has to get out.
Not gonna happen.
Chris?
Well, he just
rude.
happens to be his focal point right now.
What did I do?
You've been targeted.
This is a hate crime.
You can play Doors in Space. I'm gonna make
Doors
you
in
do it
space.
while I'm lifting weights. All right, we got 4 videos to watch.
Spiraling out of control
Also,
here.
I'm just realizing now that Chris's framing is not the best it could have been, but that's from the last episode we did with Paul. So
Pale.
I'm sure people will understand, or they wouldn't have even noticed until I said something. Yeah, so we have 4 videos we're gonna watch. One we're gonna watch is Grip Combat Racing, game I've never heard of, but I thought it'd be interesting to watch something that's not super expected. Or Defense Force 5, something that we've delayed because the last couple weeks we've been busy doing stuff like Plus Club, stuff like that, so we haven't had a chance to check it out. It was our game of the month, so it was fitting then. Still fitting now. Love EDF. And then Atomic Heart also came out with a trailer during that time. A game that we've talked about before, but I'm sure you guys forgot about.
100%.
Definitely interested in watching that. And then we have the trailer, World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth, SAURFANG.
Sarfang.
Here, I gotta put this disclaimer out there. I do not play WoW. I've dabbled in it slightly. I don't know anything about it. So if I say something and I don't pronounce something correctly, or if I am talking out my ass, which I do a lot, yell at Chris.
Don't yell at me.
I'm
No.
also going to say that I have not actively played since the beginning of Panda Land. So
Yeah, we get about 99% of our comments are always really positive and awesome, and because we have a great community and most people aren't assholes. But every once in a while we get somebody who gets very angry
about Blizzard games.
that in general. I did a movie trailer reaction video recently, and everybody was awesome, but there was like one person who wanted me to shut the fuck up while the videos were going. I'm like, this channel's not for you, dog. And then another person who was like, but they had like actual porn on their fucking YouTube.
They didn't when I double checked. So
I reported it
I would
because
say they took it down fast.
But yeah, they were a dick too. I forgot what they said, but so yeah, it happens every once in a while.
They called
But,
you a hater.
Yeah, they're like, "You're just a hater, bro." I'm like, yeah. I mean, nothing in that video I hated on, but yeah, I'm a hater for sure. I think they were just a really big fan of Slender Man because I wasn't impressed with that trailer. Watch that video if you're interested in that. So anyway, now the disclaimer is done, and we've established that Chris is an expert on all Blizzard games and should be treated as such. He is the grand wizard of Blizzard. He knows all.
No.
And so what he says is law, and how he pronounces things is 100% accurate every time, all the time, even if he says it differently both times.
You are digging him a really deep grave right now.
He's looking in it right now. He's getting ready to jump in. He's like, all right, I'm just going to do this now.
Oh, look at the time. I gotta go.
All right, I'll see you guys later. It was a fun episode. Be nice, guys. We're all just having fun here. We're all talking. Yeah. So first video, Grip Combat Racing release date trailer. I don't need to read that part. You ready, Chris?
Yep.
And this apparently it's a combat racing game, which I'm interested in just because recently Onrush came out and I love that game and you should pick it up because that game needs the support. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go.
These cars look like that remote control car that could like flip itself over
yeah,
and keep going.
Reminds me of during the PS2 era, there was a lot of like weird racing games that were coming out, like Kinetica and shit.
Right. People with wheels on their hands and shit.
Yeah.
Feet and shit.
Yeah, you could do like weird dance moves and shit in the air. 22 tracks, quite a bit. Well, but tell me about progression and I'll buy the game. That's all I need to know. That's good.
Apparently it doesn't matter what part of the wall you drive on.
It looks kind of cool. Do not speak during this trailer, only grimace.
This doesn't remind me of Onrush, though. It reminds
No,
me
it's not.
more of like Mario Kart, except for mature.
Well, people were saying that Onrush was Mario Kart and Overwatch mixed.
Definitely not Mario Kart.
Well, Onrush isn't anything. It's its own game.
That's what
There's
I'm
no game like
saying.
Onrush.
That's a very
Well, you're
unique game.
Sure. It's still a car combat game though, so but yeah, I get what you're saying about this. What do we think?
It looks like an old PS2 era style game with updated graphics to me. There was a lot of those weird one-off games that were like, racing and killing at the same time that weren't like, not like Twisted Metal. It was just kind of like this weird offshoot genre that had like sci-fi cars that would run around and shoot missiles while racing at the same time, trying to emulate that Mario Kart style. But it looks like that to me, just with updated graphics.
Is that good or bad? Meh?
It's kind of a meh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've played some of those games, and they're always just like fun as a one-off kind of deal, but
Yeah.
never invested much time in them.
Yeah, I've been before my MMO fucking fiending that's happening right now. I was playing a lot of racing games, and I still want to play racing games because I've always liked them, but it happens in phases. And I was playing a lot of like the Crew 2, Onrush, and a couple things. This game looks like a game I'd play. I like that games that are similar to games of the past are making a comeback because I miss all those weird, quirky games that don't just fit into like the standard of what sells. So I want those games to do well. But this actually looks fun. I would play that. I like that it's not even just on the track. There's like verticality and stuff like that. So it brings me back to 64 and on, PS2, Xbox era of games, which is really fucking cool. If that game is decently priced, I don't think I'd spend $60 on it unless there's just one of those nights where I was just like, fuck it, I want to play something new. 'Cause sometimes I make bad decisions when I'm bored. But if it was like $40, $30, I'd pick it up for sure.
I agree with the sentiment of it being neat that they're making something like this again, because like you said, it's been such a long time. And it's nice to see people not being afraid to do those weird quirky games, because obviously there was a long time there where people were afraid to make anything outside of their comfort zone,
Even up until like the last couple of years. It's
Yeah.
been pretty it's been slowly coming out, but like now we're in a time that's like popping again.
Well, yeah, you got AAA companies making new IPs again. You got a lot of these like mid-tier companies coming up with these crazy ideas and taking gambles and or gambling and whatnot. So it is nice to see that again, because it gets a little stale when every game is trying to emulate, like Call of Duty or World of Warcraft or something else, because those games worked. So we have to do that too to make money, and that's not the case anymore.
MOBAs, battle royals.
Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. I don't think I'd buy it myself. It's not my style, but I do think it is welcome. So
It's got 4-player split screen, dog,
which is crazy.
You don't got it
doesn't
crazy.
exist
That shit
anymore.
doesn't exist at all. Like I remember when like every game, even like first person shooters had like split screen. You could play online and shit, like Halo and Call of Duty and shit. Now it's like all gone, which kind of sucks. But at my age, like a lot of people have like 9 kids and they've invested in their 3 houses and living on their yachts and shit. So they don't got time to play
They have
split
9
screen
kids.
anymore.
They ain't buying that many houses.
Who do you know?
Yeah.
Josh.
When did he get a yacht?
Well, he's got a lot of money.
When he beat someone with a rebar to get their fucking yacht from him.
Hey Josh, you should sell that yacht and at least get me like a house down here.
I'm throwing him under the bus now.
Come on, Josh.
Never mind.
Throwing everybody on the bus.
I'll wear my katana and fundoshi for you.
Josh might take you up on that.
We can pretend to play Yakuza.
Let us know in the comments. What do you think about grip combat racing? We'll leave it at that. And would you pick this up? Do you want to play it? Are you happy to see, like we were saying, games like this coming back? Are you not into it? Do you think that they don't matter? You're like, yeah, fuck that game. I don't like things with wheels. I hate wheels. They're too circular. Let us know in the comments everything you're thinking about when it comes to grip combat racing. Second video is Earth Defense Force 5. I'm glad they dropped the fucking secondary Shadow of New Despair. Josh got a new yacht.
You have to wait for the 0.1 version.
5.6. Yeah, so we actually all played EDF last month quite a bit. I'd still like to play it. I know Chris just picked it up, so I would like to play with you again at some point as well, because I'd like you to get your money's worth. I enjoy playing the game. So, but yeah, there's a fifth one coming out. It's been out in Japan for a while. Every time I bring this up, people are like, it's already out in Japan. I'm like, well, I'm not in Japan, so I'm excited.
And you don't buy imports, so.
Yeah, and I haven't been watching those videos either because I'm weird and like I like to watch trailers because I like how people put them together, especially if they're done well because they're built to get that excitement going. But I don't really typically like to go find out everything about the game before it comes out because I like being surprised. I want to play the game.
You want to experience it, yeah.
Although somebody told me in the comments that this game does have perks.
Okay.
Which is something that I oddly was like, it'd be cool if they added that. I guess they did. So, very cool. So yeah, minute and 40 seconds. You ready, Chris?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. I expect this game to not look great, but a little shinier. I expect there to be bugs, guns,
Aliens.
fives, aliens for sure. Oh shit, we don't got much time. Oh yeah. This trailer's not done well.
Probably like 2 people who make this game, man.
I'd be impressed. Fuck yeah.
Emergency alert! Emergency alert!
Oh, there's that voice acting.
I don't want that to get better. The game has such an identity. I just, just more ambitious with the weapons and the scale.
This is a horror game all of a sudden?
Dude, it's scary.
That was a lot of spider
blood.
webs.
Yeah.
EDF. These games are so intense.
Giant frog man.
Yeah. With a gun and mechs that look like Armored Core.
Is that what the aliens are supposed to be? Giant frog people?
I'm wondering if that's like the people who are orchestrating all this.
They're just dropping their food source on the planet.
Yeah, or dropping something that just eradicates the planet so they can use it. I don't follow the lore at all. So, you Blizzard fanboys, don't attack me on this.
Question.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Yes.
Wasn't there like 1% of the world's population left after the last game?
According to Josh,
5, wasn't it?
it was very small.
Whatever. Most of the world's gone.
Josh was telling me about that, and all I could do was focus on the pipe he had in his hand.
How
So
do
I
we
was
have
half listening.
full cities to defend again?
This might be right after.
They've been breeding like bunnies.
It's like this one actually, because I saw a picture or something. It looked like they were in Europe or something, because all the buildings weren't Japanese looking. They were like brick and stuff.
5% of the world.
5% of the world's still a lot of people. It's not a lot compared to what we have, but there would still be area to fight
It could
for.
be taking place at the same time as the other games, just in a different location.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna think
Yeah.
about it too much
Yeah.
because it's not the right kind of game.
I'll
for
say
that.
you're opening up a fucking can of worms I don't want to get into. The game people, they're all getting killed. You got to kill the fucking the
You have to
things.
kill everything.
Shoot the things that move. They're trying to kill you. And blow up every building in sight.
I'm pretty sure that building just winked at me. Kill it.
That's the story of the game. That's the storyline. So I'm very excited for this. Very much anticipating it. I love these games. Really happy to see that the people who do play these games, who are very quiet about it, also love them. You go on to Steam, look at the reviews. People fucking love these games. I've had people hit me up and privately tell me, not in the comments, like privately tell me they love these games.
Yo, I see you like that game. We should play sometime.
Yeah. So this is one of them down low, like fucking, you don't let people know that you like to dress up with a top knot and a katana and hook on the streets
Hey
type
man,
thing.
you want to play some EDF? Huh?
Hey, I got some EDF over in my room if you want to go check it out. Yeah, I love that, but I can't let my wife know. If she knew I liked EDF, she'd fucking leave me.
I keep it in the safe right next to Mr. Mosquito.
I keep it under my mattress.
Mr. Mosquito.
Yeah, thoughts, Chris?
This episode's out of control.
It's more fun that
The
way.
graphics look a little crisper.
They do.
It's a nice little detail. I'll be interested to see what happens. There's, different looks to the characters that I saw so far. So, looks neat.
I'm so excited.
Hey, they made this game for this console though.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be even more shit on the screen that can
Yep.
blow up now.
Jesus.
Because the version that we have is just a redone version of last gen's game. So
And it's awesome.
Some more bugs for me to miss with mortar launchers and blow up buildings in the background.
if there's more bugs, how are you gonna miss?
I don't know, but I do.
You can't. You just shoot. You're gonna hit something, whether it's a building or a bug.
Well, let's say half the time in the game I don't aim. I'm just like, there's the crowd.
Yeah.
I thread that needle sometimes, and that missile goes way off in the distance, and that poor building just goes.
I do it with my tank all the time. I'll literally watch it go right past like one of the giant robots' heads. I'm like, fuck, okay.
In a game where there's that many enemies, typically I wouldn't grab a sniper rifle, but in that game, like, I'll grab a weapon that has like fully automatic whatever on it, and then a sniper rifle with really high fucking damage. And like as soon as the match starts, I see like the horizon just moving like an ocean. I start just firing my fucking sniper rifle over there because I'm hitting shit. It's like the one game I'm like, I don't even got to fucking aim with a sniper rifle. Fuck it, shoot. Excited? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let us know in the comments. How excited are you for EDF? Are you a low key fucking keep it on the down low secret fan of EDF? Let us know quietly. No one needs to know. God doesn't need to know that we are playing this game. And yeah, let me know everything you think about when it comes to EDF 5. Third video, we are cruising through these, is Atomic Heart. This was released in July. It's a new trailer. I think they had like a teaser before or something like that, because I remember we watched it. I remember that. It kind of looks like a Russian Bioshock, which is interesting because I like Russian stuff.
Okay.
I was going to say Bioshock, but I like the way Bioshock looks. I don't like playing them. Yeah. So I was going to ask you guys have any thoughts on this, but you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So let's just watch it. You ready, Chris?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and go. Mindfish. Very pretty looking game.
This is.
Holy shit, this looks good. Is this the trailer song? What the fuck?
The ground was moving.
Dude, this looks fucking amazing. The first thing I saw didn't show this.
Such a weird song to pair with this.
Yeah, I get it's quirky.
This
but
is trippy.
this is so cool looking.
Some good detail.
Wow, this is a gorgeous game.
Looks like anything and everything can attack you.
Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't look safe at all, like anywhere you're at.
They really paid attention, and it's funny, another Russian-based game with really big detail on where your hands and arms are.
Well, I don't know if it's Russians who make this or not.
But I just in regards of like Stalker,
Yeah.
being like that. Not Stalker?
Not
No,
Stalker,
Metro.
Yeah. Stalker's some detailed as well, though, for the time.
That guy was pooping out bombs.
Holy shit, this game is sick. What'd you say?
That guy was pooping out bombs. jumped up, shot a bunch of bombs around, landed on his head, spun around, shot a bunch of bombs everywhere.
All right. What do we think? I mean, I kind of said it already while watching that. I wasn't expecting it to look that fucking good.
I would say that's a really nice looking game, and the creativity behind like the scenes and the enemy types and stuff like that is really cool to see. So
Yeah, I'm super into first-person shooters, so this obviously has that going for it. But like the detail, the graphics, the animations, even when they shut the door and putting all stuff down, all the different enemy types. Like I don't even know what the fuck the enemy is in this game. A lot of games you see like guys with guns or robots or aliens. You're like, okay, it's gonna be that. This seemed like Chris said, everything is fucking trying to kill you in this, which is really interesting. The whole thing looks awesome. I was already really excited for it, but at the end it showed customization of a gun. That's what I need to see, because when I look at this, I do think of like BioShock, which I really like, and I know the game does have some progression, but it's mostly like a story-driven game. But a thing that's really going to lock me into playing a game is knowing that I'm going to be able to kind of put my own fucking stamp on it and be able to build things my way and progress my way. So, yeah, it looks awesome. Based off that trailer, I'm buying it. I already want that. That looks fucking awesome.
It looks amazing, and the gist of it feels like a horror game. But I really like the fact that it was like all daytime scenes. So
Yeah,
like
it's
it's really hard to
interesting.
pull off horror games that are taken during the daytime and make them feel creepy. And this one definitely feels very like eerie, creepy, even during the day.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because it does definitely. I mean, it has a weird irony to it as well, with that kind of like goofy song playing, but it's still really eerie looking, like you were saying. But yeah, it's during the day, which is hard to pull off. Even when I was playing like BioShock Infinite, that game is beautiful and really imagined when you're running around looking at it. But the whole place is eerie as well, so they did a really good job with that as well. Like everybody's kind of like robotic and weird living in this, and they're all kind of psychotic and shit.
Right.
So that is a really interesting tone, because aside from the indoor places, you're like in what seemingly look like a lush forest when it's sunny out.
yeah, with weird, especially like the way that a lot of those, like I'm assuming the robots were built, like the one with had like two heads on it and stuff like that, and then like tilted all weird. I don't know. It does a lot what I think a lot like Japanese horror does, and is trying to be unsettling more
Yeah.
so than just gross, and
Which is super effective. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's neat.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm glad we're all on the same page on that one. Let us know in the comments what you think about Atomic Heart. Heart. And
Just one.
Is this just the one actually. Let us know what you think of it. Do you think this is the type of game you would play? Is it a type of game you're not really into? Are you kind of like, it looks really good, but I don't play shit like that? Let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Atomic Heart. And also, if there's any details on that game that we should know, feel free to let me know in the comments, because it's a game I'd like to know more about. Last video is World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth, SAURFANG, Fang, Old Soldier cinematic trailer. I'm pretty excited for this because Blizzard does a lot of things really well, but they do really good cinematic trailers always. I mean, I remember back when I couldn't give any less of a shit about WoW, there was that it was Arthas snowy trailer. See, this is now you guys know where I'm coming from when it comes to WoW. I'm just like, what the fuck's that thing that happened? That was a really good trailer. Huh?
Wrath of the Lich King trailer.
Yeah. I remember watching that
I was
one.
thinking you were talking about like Warcraft 3.
No, the Wrath of the Lich King trailer. I remember back then I watched that. I was like, wow, it's really fucking cool. They've been doing it for a long time.
For a
but
long time,
but
yeah.
for a game I don't necessarily really play. Like anytime I watch their trailers, I'm just like, man, if the game had that tone, I'd be fucking playing it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they should be making like fucking little hour-long CGI movies and shit. I love what they do with Overwatch as well.
I've said this before, but I really wish like someone at like Netflix or something like that would like just go to their CG department and be like, hey, you want to make a, I don't know, 6-episode mini series based off something, and then actually make shows, because like I enjoy a lot of the story aspects of it, but I
I don't
have
even
a
play
hard
the
time
game,
playing
so
the game these days.
I'll watch them.
So,
Like, these are fucking cool.
yeah.
Chris, can you give us some insight on maybe what we're gonna watch or why we're watching this, what this trailer might mean, or
From
something?
my understanding, this is SAURFANG's thoughts leading up to the war for Battle for Azeroth.
Okay, that's fair. Fucking, I would say I don't know what's going on in the game. So,
I don't either. There's no night elves are burning.
and so who?
Well, a lot of shit just happened.
Yeah, that's what I.
So who is this guy? For me, I'm sure everybody watching this knows.
If I recall right, SAURFANG is like technically the leader of the orcs.
Okay.
If I recall right. Sylvanas is the war chief, so she's in charge of everything. But like they each have their own like kind of like representatives type system.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I don't hang me if I get this wrong, but my understanding is that he is the leader of the orcs.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you guys talking in Discord about it, and somebody was saying like they hope he's gonna be leader or something. So
They want
the
him.
war chief.
People want him to take over instead of Sylvanas.
okay. And you like Sylvanas though, right?
I like Sylvanas a lot, but I can understand where they're coming from.
That's good that
She does crazy stuff every once in a while.
That's cool that the characters are written to the point where they have different characteristics that people actually have opinions like that, though. I mean, that just shows that the writing's decent. So if some people are like, well, I like this person, well, I like that person, this person would be a better leader and shit, all actively happening in an MMO. It's really neat. All right, you ready, Chris?
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Never heard of them. Pretty. Damn, this looks good.
Oh, Lord SAURFANG.
Why is this a movie?
Been saying that forever.
How many do you think?
Too many. There is no honor in this. They will come for us now. All of them.
My father, Hikazi. He fought with you in the Third War. He told me stories. How you could cut down 10 enemies with a single blow. This be my first battle. What should I do?
Don't die.
Good advice.
Of course, but
Duly noted.
if I do fall, may it be with honor in glorious command.
There will be no glory today.
Damn.
Only
Oh.
pain.
I thought that was his beard.
That's his son for reference for you guys.
Okay, thanks. I was gonna ask.
You have
Pretty sure
earned
it's his son.
a warrior's death,
Yep.
my son. Yet once again, I am denied it.
Was he Musashi?
What are you doing?
Claiming what is mine.
This whole trailer, I got chills. I'm not even invested in the fucking game.
Go back. I said go back. Live
Damn.
another day. Go back to your father.
I can't. He's dead. The Horde. It's all we have.
So, you know me. Is that it? What I've seen? What I've done? Oh, give up, boy.
Like you?
It's not gonna be a very reactive reaction video here.
That's fine. I was told not to talk. I'm too invested in this.
Another day.
Without honor.
So it's the start of the battle for Lordaeron.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is.
Lordaeron's the hometown of the undead, where Sylvanas is the Banshee Queen of. The story is supposed to be like we attacked, the Horde attacked the Night Elf homeworld of Teldrassil, the Night Elf home, and so they're retaliating by attacking Lordaeron, from my understanding.
So is he going out there to die or what? Is that what that was?
That's what it felt like to me. It felt like
Yeah.
it feels like he has a suicide wish because his son is dead and he sees no more honor in fighting for the Horde at the current state. So he wants to go out with honor.
Yeah, they showed it off really well for even someone who's not playing the game, because obviously he had that regret or whatever. He's talking about how he, hasn't been killed in battle yet, and then he's sitting there taking his armor off, like walk out there. At first I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck he's going. It just looks beautiful, but yeah, it kind of makes sense there that he needed some kind of rallying of like talking with that guy and getting him going, like, okay, we got to actually do this.
The young
Right.
troll.
Yeah. Really fucking cool. I really liked that trailer. I mean, I figured I would, because every trailer they fucking release I like, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
Makes me wish I was more invested in the game and could get into that storyline, because every time I hear about the storyline, I'm like, man, that sounds cool. And then I play it and I'm driving around in a hot rod, fucking beep, 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 fucking doing a bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, that's a huge issue I've had for a long time, is that the story and the lore are like so good and so serious, and then you play the game and it's a video game, obviously. So
it's
like
to be fun.
there's a bunch of stuff in there, for you to enjoy yourself, and a lot of that comes off really goofy. And so you're these big tough warriors or really powerful mages or whatever, and you have this serious threat over your head, and then you're in a goblin car doing something ridiculous, or
Which I'm like, I think it's fucking funny.
It
That's
is
my thing,
funny.
but it definitely gives me a different vibe when I'm playing that and I'm watching that.
right. And that being said, the time I did spend in WoW, I really enjoyed up until I got to Mists. Though I've been told by literally every single person that that is the low point of the game, and I need to get past that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's just tough for me because I like even doing like end game content for the majority of my time up until that expansion. You do get that sense of seriousness when you're doing that stuff. So it just doesn't look as serious because the direction they went to, with the look of the game obviously has a more like vibrant and almost like cartoony look to it.
It was just a mix between design, but also the time it came out.
For sure, for sure.
Because they've definitely sharpened it up and made
Oh,
it
they
a little-
have.
like with the textures, make it look a little more gritty throughout the years. So
Yeah. But that trailer, like always, is really good, and it really shows off that those guys can, or whoever's doing the trailers for them, if it isn't in house, even though I'm pretty sure it is, they know how to. They have a cinematic touch, which is really nice, and they're also really good about conveying a story. Obviously, that someone who's not as invested, someone who's not been invested for a while, can still follow for the most part. So.
yeah. I mean that right there is a reason, like an example. Whenever, because anytime I get into that, you can't make a video game movie argument, which is dumb. I watch something like that. I'm like, well, that right there is a video game movie. I mean, it's not a full length movie, but like that's what the actual live action movies are missing is nuance and pacing. We're not
TV would be a
we're
better
not
medium.
sitting
But
there
yeah.
with the characters fucking learning to like them or love them or enjoy what they having to say, like having these conversations between different characters and going like, really dig this. It's always just to the set piece. You played the game, here's the set piece. You remember this outfit, you remember this dude, and you don't get the subtlety that fucking video had. That whole video, I mean, said a lot without saying anything really. And I mean, it's crazy that fucking a department at Blizzard who wrote that out and then made that into CGI can convey that in a fucking CGI trailer for a video game, but people in fucking Hollywood can't do that with a fucking movie.
Right.
There's no excuse.
And we've said it before, but I actually think the Warcraft movie was pretty good. So.
Well, yeah, I think I for all the people who saw it, I mean, when you go online, like I'm into movies like quite a bit. So like anytime I'm online, like in forums reading about movies or whatever, whenever I look up like video game movie type shit, people defend that movie. It's critics essentially who were really upset with it. It does have weaknesses. For sure. All movies do to different degrees. And it's not a fucking Scorsese movie, but like, it's not The Godfather or anything, but fucking it's a decent movie and people seem to defend it, especially people who liked WoW, which a lot of people want to argue, well, it shouldn't only be for them. I agree. But they liked it, and fucking some people who don't play those games liked it. But I still remember Duncan Jones, that's his name, the director, was talking with an interviewer about it, and he was very nice to the guy, and the guy was obviously trying to like bait him into sounding like an idiot. And the guy's like, yeah, he's like, I'm just watching the movie, and I'm like, well, what does green mean? He's like, I don't understand what's going on in this movie. And Duncan Jones was like, well, I assumed it'd be pretty basic. You'd look at this and go, well, that's bad. This is good. Like fucking, just essentially saying like, well, there's not much there to be super confused about if you just sit and think. That guy was just looking for a way to just be like, he was asking him if he like regretted directing and stuff. I'm like, well, you're a fucking dickhead. Like,
Wow.
There's so much more that goes into a movie than the director too. That movie wasn't completely in his control. So anyway, that's a whole other topic that I could go into for days. But my point being, Blizzard does such a good job with their trailers that if that team were to work on a movie and was not touched by producers who wanted them to Hollywood it up, we'd be getting some really amazing movies with great stories and good writing because they nail it every fucking time. It's not a fluke. It's not a coincidence. They do it because they can. They're really talented. That trailer was fucking awesome.
Well, even just the blip there where they showed, Sylvanas standing outside of the giant tree there. That in itself, in the first split second, was told quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Really good visual storytelling. Really good visuals in general. A lot of cool angles and stuff. Really love like most of the backdrops with the lighting and the silhouettes and stuff. It had a really cool mood to it, really somber, which I really dig. Good music too.
Thoughts?
Chris. Yes, I agree.
Yes, thoughts.
He doesn't want to say anything too detailed.
Not really.
It may come for his head. I played the game. No, you didn't. Get him.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen the trailer. So it's nice to see his thought process because he has had a lot of contention with Sylvanas lately, and rightly so, I think sometimes. But you know, it's cool to see where they're going with the story. I want to see the rest of it. I want to see how his story plays out.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go any deeper. I've got more, but I'm not gonna.
Just let me
Get
know
drunk
because
out.
I'm probably not gonna play it. So, but I am interested. So I like also hearing people talk about WoW because they're always really passionate about it, and I like when people are into things. So a lot of people are just
Yeah.
like, yeah, whatever. But fucking when people are like, oh man, it's so cool that this happened, whatever. It's really good to hear. So I'm glad people still really enjoy WoW. It's awesome that game's still got that longevity.
Well, it's just funny because, like I said, about the point that I stopped playing, I think a lot of people dipped out too. And I had heard.
Yeah, it was the Purge.
I think the expansion after that was also kind of weak, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was Cataclysm.
No.
Oh no, it was Draenor.
Yeah. And then after that, I guess it started getting really good again. So I could be wrong. Let me know. Should I revisit and get through that stuff? So
Should I revisit the hot rod?
probably not.
Hand me them keys.
But anyways,
This
it's
is
cool.
just like no.
I'm
don't
sure
do
we
it.
will see plenty of it in the future because we do have, like you said before, we have like 3 or 4 like pretty solid WoW players in the Discord.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We like to keep it diverse in what we're talking about, even if I don't know shit about it. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
no.
Let us know in the comments. What do you think about this trailer? Are you excited for it? Are you playing the game right now? Did you play it back in the day? Maybe you're coming back. Did you play it back in the day and you're not definitely coming back? You're like, I don't fucking fuck around with SAURFANG. No more. Yeah, let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth. Are you excited? That's coming out soon. So you guys have something new to look forward to. Let me know everything you think about when it comes to that. That's going to do it for this episode of Tastecast, episode 71.
Yes.
Did I say that earlier?
You did.
As always, thank you for watching episode 71. I always thank you for watching episode 71.
Especially this episode.
Yeah, this
71.
is the best episode of 71. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook at Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out the streams on Twitch and this channel at Tasty Senpai, all one word. And if you want to watch Chris on Twitch, he's tasty_fruit. Hit the notification button to know when we go live. We're on Discord, link down below. Talk to us anytime, all the time. Check us out on iTunes and Spotify and other podcast platforms. If you want to listen to us, and if you're listening to us, you want to watch us, come to YouTube and type in Tasty Loot Gaming. Check it out. Yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
I'm Chris.
Until next episode, which will be Tuesday for Tasty Tuesday, have a great weekend, guys, and take it easy. For the Horde.
Don't put that in.
Dislikes.
He has no place being leader of the Horde.
No.
A man with a suicide wish should not lead a people.
What about a psycho bitch who's done borderline genocide almost twice now?
But she knows what war is, and she knows the realities of war and the tactics behind war.
I know. I'm just saying. She fucking turned a bunch of people into zombies in Wrath of the Lich King.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
When her fucking commander dude did the blight bombing.
That was against orders. He did that on his own. The apothecary who attacked
She was
people
still
at the Dragon's Gate.
responsible for it.
She was told by the war chief Garrosh not to use the blight anymore. The apothecary guy took it on his own to use it.
On both sides while they were
Yes.
fighting
both
together
sides.
against
Yes.
or not the Forsaken. I forgot their name now.
The undead, basically.
Yeah, that's not their name, but yes.
No,
Just turning them all into Forsaken at that point.
no, they just died.
Oh, right.
They weren't resurrected.
The only way she makes Forsaken was severing Arthas's connection when he was trying to make him, right?
She kind of she severed her own connection, and then she kind of helps them
Well,
with
that
it,
was-
but she's not responsible for it.
No, I know. That's her beginning. I just know in the beginning, at least originally, when you woke up from your grave and they're
Rise from your
when they're trying to
grave.
explain how you exist, they basically said that Sylvanas could find or could sense weaknesses in certain people when Arthas was trying to summon them, and she would essentially sever that link and then
kinda helps
teach
them
them to
hijack
be
it.
individuals again.
Right. But
So-
Arthas is dead now, and the only way she's getting more citizens is through Valkyries.
Yeah.
But there's only there was 5 that went with her to begin with, and 3 of them are dead.
Oh,
They sacrificed themselves to keep her alive.
gotcha.
So she's running out of options.
It's like her never-ending story is trying to survival of her people.
Right. But there's a book apparently somewhere hidden in the game written by Nostromo, who's the dragon aspect of time. And it says that the Banshee Queen outlives all other leaders and peoples of the world and is there at the end of time alone. So she's not going to become a raid boss like everybody's saying she's going to be. She might get kicked out of being leader of the Horde as the war chief for what she does, but she's not going to go away. And I don't think Saurfang makes a good leader. He might be leader as temporary, but like I said, a man with a suicide wish has no right or place leading a people.
He's got
He'll just lead them
newfound-
to death.
Newfound things
In
to
the
worry
moment,
about.
in the moment, he found clarity into move on with the battle, but he doesn't want to fight anymore. He wants to die.
If they can make Jaina turn into
Fuck
a
Jaina.
fucking psycho,
She is a cunt.
yeah, shit, but she didn't used
Yeah,
to be. You're missing my point.
You don't want a cinematic redemption story that people love in all movies?
Not for Jaina, no.
No, not her.
I wasn't.
Saurfang.
I wasn't
Oh,
talking about Jaina. I was
Saurfang.
using Jaina as an example. She was the nice. The Horde and the Alliance need to be friends.
Right.
Thrall's my best buddy, and then I'm gonna kill everyone in the Horde now.
I mean, her home did get blown up by.
Sure, but that's
Garrosh.
quite the light switch to flip.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, anyways,
I don't know. I don't think it should happen.
that's fine. I don't know enough to argue that. I'm just saying.
I don't know too much about lore deep-wise. That's Daniel's department. He goes on lore rants. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Rob does
Okay.
that to me.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yep.
Casey used to do that.
So I need another cup of coffee, and then I have to actually physically leave the house and do stuff before places close. So
Oh,